Oh yeah, and there's the... Oh, they're coming right for us, dude.
It's stalking me, whatever it is.
In this footage, two hunters close in on a moose with their rifles drawn. One of them fires, but the shot isn't clean. Wounded and enraged, the animal charges. What follows is a violent, desperate struggle as the moose retaliates against its attackers.
Вон ребята на охоте. Блять, стреляйте, ёбаный в рот!
The video ends as the cameraman exits his vehicle to assist the injured hunter. The outcome remains unclear, both for the hunter and the moose. Hunting comes with a responsibility, to make it quick. A bad shot means the animal suffers, and everyone else ends up in danger. In this video, a hunter captures an encounter with what he calls a zombie deer.
Something is wrong with this doe. She let me get very close. Then I noticed she's losing hair. There's also a sore at the base of her tail. And she's drooling.
In a forest full of predators, prey animals have evolved to flee at the slightest presence, but this animal only stands vacant-eyed as the hunter approaches it. What you've just witnessed isn't fiction, it's reality, and far more disturbing than any horror movie. This deer exhibits signs of chronic wasting disease, or CWD, a fatal neurological condition that rapidly spreads through deer populations across North America. Other hunters online have shared their similarly disturbing encounters. The disease manifests through several obvious signs. Infected deer often become strangely fearless, sometimes standing still when they should run from danger.
Back up.
Others lose control of their movements and begin to run in circles. Or even stumble. As the disease progresses, severe weight loss becomes apparent. The animal's literally wasting away despite having access to food.
Hi.
What makes this disease truly frightening is how quickly it spreads through direct animal-to-animal contact in contaminated environments. Wildlife agencies have intensified surveillance efforts in response, urging hunters to submit samples for testing so epidemics can be stopped before they can spread. When we call them zombie deer, it might sound like something straight out of a horror movie, but sometimes reality is often scarier than fiction. This video documents the experience of two indigenous friends, Frank and Donald, who were hunting together in the mountains of Alberta, Canada. Little did they know, they would encounter a creature that would leave only one of them alive. At the beginning of their trip, the pair separated to hunt in different areas of the river valley, observing the game trail from elevated tree stands. As daylight began to fade, Frank started hearing unusual sounds from the surrounding forest and began recording. This is what he captured. The recording captured what sounds like knocking or booming noises, accompanied by breaking branches. As Frank descends from his tree stand, the sounds become more intense.
Sounds like something's hacking away at a tree.
Following the source of the noises, he notices what appears to be a fallen tree in the distance. Growing concerned, Frank decides to leave the area on his ATV to regroup with his friend Don as darkness approaches. However, upon reaching Don's tree stand, he makes a disturbing discovery.
Dawn? Dawn?
Don is nowhere to be found, and the strange noises have followed Frank to this location. Mixed with the breaking branches is now a new, more unsettling sound.
Shit, man. Just heard something again.
Though Frank initially suspects a prank, the sounds disturb him enough to return to his ATV, hoping to encounter Don on the way to their vehicle. However, his situation quickly deteriorates when his ATV fails to start.
Hey! Is that you?
With no transportation, Frank has no choice but to proceed on foot through the woods. Meanwhile, the mysterious sounds continue to follow close behind him.
Out of here.
Now running and stumbling through the darkness, he comes across a disturbing sight. Something was in these woods, with Frank and Don, but was it merely an animal? Continuing through the forest, Frank finds further evidence of an intelligent presence.
What the hell is this?
Not too far from the deer, he discovers a shelter constructed from twigs and broken branches. However, Frank doesn't linger when the sounds from earlier approach his location. Frank spends several minutes running through the darkness, but appears unable to increase the distance between himself and whatever is stalking him. With no escape route apparent, Frank decides to make a stand. But this decision might just prove fatal. Frank fires the charging creature but misses and is knocked to the ground. Pinned beneath an unknown entity, Frank can only feign death. For several terrifying minutes, the camera captures only Frank's body being dragged across the snowy mountain ridge. Hours later, Frank regains consciousness inside what appears to be the creature's den. The structure resembles the wooden formations he discovered near the river valley, with similar, smaller structures surrounding it. Disturbingly, they are decorated with animal bones and decomposing remains. A short distance from this apparent campsite, he finds a small shrine displaying the body of a juvenile creature. Realizing the adult creature is nearby, Frank attempts to escape. Eventually, he makes his way back to the river valley where they had been hunting. There he discovers Don, or what remained of him. Though two friends ascended the mountain, only one returned that night. Don was never seen again. What attacked Frank and Don that night? Could it be a psycho in the woods? Or perhaps a known predator inhabiting the mountains of Alberta? And how did Frank get down the mountain alive? It seems this story isn't over yet. In this footage from Limitless Outdoors, hunters Shane and Adam experience a potentially life-threatening situation while tracking black bears in Montana when they unexpectedly find themselves surrounded by multiple grizzly bears.
A big grizzly bear. Right here, 250 yards. And then we got another bear right down below us. We can hear it rustling in the brush. We aren't sure what it is. It might get a little western if I shoot a bear right now. We got a big grizzly on us. So we're just gonna wait it out. There's bears everywhere.
Just spotted another a giant.
There's two more with it. So no, that's our cubs. This is
South Cubs.
three of them there.
We are in grizzly bear house right now. Oh, this ain't good.
This here is I bet this is a young male down here
Which are like the worst of the worst. That's what I was talking about. That was a pretty good size one. Gosh dang. We were right on top of this thing.
During their hunt, the pair gradually realize they've entered a complex territorial situation. They count a total of 5 grizzly bears in their vicinity. A mature boar, an immature boar, and a mother with 2 cubs. What makes the situation particularly dangerous is that the bears appear unaware of each other's presence.
Oh yeah. She smells him. So we got the sow, cubs right here. And we got the big male down here somewhere. She's got her cubs. She smells that male.
Yeah. Anyway, she's headed right down there anyway. He looks a lot like the other one. Well, there's another one right below him.
The sow is freaking out.
Oh, okay.
She just saw him.
Is she gonna leave?
She's woofing. There's her cubs.
Scary.
They're kind of going towards him.
Them little bears aren't that big. They're probably this year's. I bet. That's why we could hear him in two different places over there. And they're all getting close. I wonder when one of them will also take off the other one, and then they'll just come tearing up here right beside us. Grung, 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 right up the ridge.
There's another one. It's number 5.
What unfolds next is a dramatic collision of natural forces as these apex predators' paths begin to converge.
Oh yeah, look at the noggin on him.
Yeah. Where's the other one? Right in front of him?
Yeah, he's headed right. Oh yeah, there they go.
There they go. Here they come.
Oh yeah, here they go. Okay. Here they go. Oh, the big one's chasing them off.
And here they come, right up the hill after us. Just what we wanted, right?
While witnessing interactions between North America's largest predators would be an extraordinary sight from a safe distance, Shane and Adam suddenly realize that they're positioned directly above the potential conflict zone. Acting decisively, Adam stands up and attempts to deter the mother and her cubs by making loud noises.
Oh yeah, and there's the... Oh, they're coming right for us, dude.
Is your camera ready?
Oh no. Yeah.
Here they come.
Hey! 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 Hey!
All 3 of them, dude. Or all 5 of them.
The mother bear momentarily hesitates, but with a large male bear pursuing her and her cubs, she has limited escape options.
Hey! Get out of here!
Oh, shoot.
Hey, have your rifle?
Shane's trying his best to get these bears to realize that they are there, but the bears know it and they don't even care, and they just keep coming right up the mountain at them.
Hey!
Get out of here!
Here she comes, dude.
There was nothing else they could do now. The mother and cubs were headed right towards them.
Where are they at?
They ran.
You got your camera ready?
Yeah. Hold on, she ain't gone.
No.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that one down there's huge. That is a huge bear. Dude, I still don't feel good about this.
Their quick decision to move likely prevented a dangerous direct encounter. Though committed to their hunt, Shane and Adam wisely choose to relocate to an entirely different area, well away from the grizzly bear activity they had witnessed. This rare footage captures not only the powerful presence of these apex predators, but also the split-second decisions that can make all the difference in the wilderness. Shane and Adam's experience that day certainly gave them a hunting story few others can match. In this video, a hunter and his wife find themselves stranded in Clipper Mills, California after their truck breaks down. With no cell phone service available in the remote area, they have no choice but to spend the night in their vehicle. However, at approximately 10 p.m., an already difficult night turns frightening when they are awakened by screams coming from the nearby forest. This is what they recorded.
It's over here, too. It's coming from back there, too, behind us. See, that's a dog. You hear that?
The recording captures deep, echoing sounds that resemble canine vocalizations, leading the hunter to wonder if it might be a dog or wolf. These unsettling sounds continue for 6 minutes, becoming progressively louder and seemingly closer with each occurrence. Notably, the couple's dogs exhibit an unusual response, sitting quietly and attentively listening rather than barking, which would be the typical reaction to strange noises.
Juno, what did you hear? What was that? It's crazy.
Not a bear.
That's not a dog.
It's a bear.
I think he's a bear. I don't think so. They don't call that much.
Another 5 minutes pass as the sounds grow increasingly louder, suggesting whatever is making them is approaching the road.
Getting scared, Mama?
A little nervous. Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, we certainly captured it. Might be some of our most interesting video ever. They moved away from over here. It's over here now. They're all over on the west side of us. Like you don't punch them. They're moving away.
After stopping his recording, the hunter explains through text that the sounds continued for approximately 2 more minutes as they moved through the valley. A few additional screams followed, but after midnight, the forest fell completely silent. Following the upload to his channel, Big Toe Time, viewers quickly offered their interpretations, with many pointing out the dog's odd behavior. As one commenter states, it isn't dogs. The dogs in the car are intensely listening. Awareness is heightened and they are on guard status. If it were dogs, they would know this and probably howl back to the sound. The dogs can't identify the sound, so they will be silently listening unless the noise presents as more threatening. The story doesn't end there. As 3 months later, the hunter would return to the Clipper Mills woods, searching for evidence of what he encountered that night. Just half a mile from where his vehicle had broken down, the hunter and a companion discover what appears to be a path of destruction through the forest.
The big tuft that's sticking up that we found is right next to the bedding area.
Kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Underneath in that area there.
It's obviously something big kicked that up.
It's been within the past 3-4 days, I would say.
Yeah.
And you can see there's only the one mark. And this is a full-size tree.
It's laying on its side out here. Let me back up and show where we're at.
But there's no dying leaves from it.
We're on a logging trail that's been shut down about a half a mile from where I heard the sounds. And there's lots of fresh tree limbs that have had the bark knocked off them. But this tree is laying here in the road, or in the path, just a little bit strange, and it's fairly fresh.
That could have been an animal's claw marks on that tree where they pulled the tree over.
And that's something.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's rumor that Bigfoot will do that. They'll pull trees over.
Wow. Well, that's a big kick mark right there. I'm going to get a digital camera out and take a picture of that. But yeah, it is a little strange. This is a fresh tree. And there's some big marks around like that too.
As they investigate the area, the hunter's dogs seem to detect a scent, which they follow deeper into the woods.
That's fresh. What do you guys smell? Whoa, there's a snap tree again. Yeah. Hey, Juno, get over here. What is this? Whoa, look at all these broken trees. And this one's on top of that one. Juno, come here.
Upon finding more fallen trees, the dogs become increasingly agitated, running frantically and breathing heavily. The hunter continues examining the fallen trees, which bear similar markings to those discovered earlier. While investigating these trees, movement in his peripheral vision catches the hunter's attention.
Hey. Well, used alleyway. Another one. I'm not seeing anything that lands on top of it to knock it down. This one's clean snapped. Something moved up on top of the ridge from left to right. I'm gonna go up and see. Okay, I'm about 200 yards away down the road. I've parked over here. From where I pulled over, I heard a knock and I saw two things moving on top of this mountain about 200 yards that way on the ridge. We've come back and we're going to hike this ridge and see what we can find.
Following this movement with his dogs, he discovers what he believes to be tracks or footprints.
Sort of looks like a footprint. Well, you can see why they live here. It's dense. It's beautiful. There's water everywhere. Not many people. I reached the top of the mountain. That was quite a hike. Looks like a print. It's difficult to tell in this light.
The footage concludes with these alleged prints, leaving viewers to form their own interpretations, with one viewer having this to say: at the 4:46 timestamp, you examined a broken tree that appeared to be deliberately placed as a blockade. It was wise to call Juno back at that point. What seemed particularly strange was that there was no stump nearby. suggesting the tree had been carried and positioned there intentionally. Based on this and the other evidence you discovered, including the X marking and numerous other clues, it appears someone or something was sending a clear, territorial message warning humans not to proceed further down that path. What could explain these mysterious sounds and forest disturbances? Is this evidence of a known predator, or something science has yet to document? Share your thoughts in the comments below.